Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are all having a fantastic day. I know I am. Please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. Hold on. Follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Don't forget to. What the fuck this? Okay. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I couldn't find them for a minute. My other social media channels. Here's my Twitter. Don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. We are sending out free gifts with all orders. So put in your order today. And what is this? What is this? This is my Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you are on Twitter. Last but certainly not least, do not forget you can always donate to the channel. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. Okay, guys? Okay, y'all know my birthday is next Thursday. Y'all know my birthday is next Thursday, and I am so excited about it. Okay. But listen, today I want to talk about all the things that have been going on. Okay, this weekend was hot, y'all. It was hot. It was saucy. Okay, it was saucy in the most politically incorrect way possible. Okay, I don't know where to begin, so we just gonna begin. Okay, because I don't know. All right, first. So they have been dropping a bunch of Epstein emails. I think it was like 10,000 of them, okay, that Epstein's brother have recently dropped, okay, talking about a lot of different things. Apparently, Orangina's name is in about 2,000 of the emails, something like that. I may be off, but that's what I understood. It's explosive. It's explosive. And I know Orangina is saying today that he wants the Republicans to release the Epstein files, okay, after they done had over a year to edit, in my opinion, to attempt to edit what's in the files. Y'all, it is out of control. Bill Clinton in the conversation, okay? I was looking into some things, and one, they were. Did I ever tell y'all that Bill Clinton was the first president that I got my mom to vote for? Okay, I was young. I remember seeing him on Apollo, and I was like, "Ooh, we gonna vote for Bill Clinton." And I've been telling my mother who to vote for ever since. Okay, y'all, we know Bill Clinton. How do I say this? Oh my God. Okay. We know that Bill Clinton has a history of liking the gawk. Okay. Bill Clinton was impeached or almost impeached, but he was impeached for Monica Lewinsky. Okay. I don't know if you old enough to remember this, but I sure as hell was. Okay. And even then, I couldn't figure out why. I was like, well, he cheated on his wife, but why he, So we already know Bill Clinton is be outside. Okay. Bubba be outside. That's what they call him. They call him Bubba because, that good old Southern boy bullshit. Y'all. Then we got an email out of the Epstein documents that said, I have articles and we're going to read them for a minute, but I got some pictures. Should I pull out the pictures? Okay, wait. I'm going to pull them up in a minute. I got some screenshots from the brother, Mark Epstein, right? He said, my brother said that if the public knew everything he knew about Orangina, they would have canceled the elections. Okay, that's one. So there is an email floating around talking about Orangina, aka y'all president, not mine, put in the Gawk Gawk 3000 on someone named Bubba. Now we all jumped because we all know somebody named Bubba, okay? And his name is, and we call him Bill. All right. So we all went there, and we already know that Clinton likes the fellatio. He likes it a lot. Okay. So we just all assumed was Bill Clinton, right? Mind you, Epstein's brother dropped these 10,000 emails because, again, they don't want to release the Epstein documents. So he released these things from the Epstein estate. Cool. He released so many things. We're going to get into that. I got articles, okay? He released so many things. But when it came to this situation with Bill Clinton, he was like, he responded. Mind you, Epstein's brother has not responded for anything else, but he responded to let everybody know that the Bubba in said email is not Bill Clinton. And there's only one other Bubba we knew about. Another one I just found out about this morning that's in all of this. Okay, so either Orangina was out here putting a Gawk Gawk 3000 on Ghislaine Maxwell's horse, because his name is Bubba too. Okay, and I don't put anything against rich Caucasians. Can I just say that? I don't put anything against. I believe it. You know, bestiality is a thing. Okay, bestiality is a real freaking thing that people do, and I would assume that a lot of people who have a lot of shit be bored as hell and they do weird shit. Okay, all right, because they got too much time on their hands. But we've also found out this morning. Hold on, I took another screenshot. I told y'all. So it's one of the three, and only one of them have been. And only one of them did Epstein's brother come out and say that no, it wasn't him. It wasn't that person or that living being. Okay, it wasn't that living being, aka it wasn't Bill Clinton. So it's either, so they're saying he did it, and they also are saying that Bill Clinton never went to the island. Okay, this is what we're getting from the emails. All right, cool. The way I feel, if you went and you engaged in foolishness, unlike the Republicans, I throw them all away. I don't care if they're Democrat, Republican, Independent. I don't care if they're a fucking nun. I don't care if they feeding hungry kids, okay? If you did wild, crazy fuck shit against children, you need to go to jail. We're not even going to get into Megyn Kelly, okay? Because Megyn Kelly got a teenage daughter, but we already know how these people get down, especially with their children. There's a reason why so much of them love that whole purity culture and be putting rings on their daughters. I said what I said. So the Bubba in question is either the horse or a Trump donor called C.R. Bubba Salisbury. Now, for a long time, we were trying to figure out what's the big deal about the files that would cause Orangina not to want them to be released. This is already the man who was acknowledged and made fun of grabbing women by the, okay? He has already been charged with so many counts of improper behavior with women. He just got so many charges, it doesn't even make sense. So like, and his followers, okay, because they're followers, his fans, his whatever, they don't care about none of that shit. They don't care. You heard Half of them don't care about it. Let's say that, because the Republicans are battling right now. Okay, it's a battle between the Republicans and what I've been telling y'all. We already know we just gonna stand back and let them do what they need to do to each other. Okay, I was gonna say the K word, but we ain't gonna say that. We're gonna step back and let them do what they need to do to each other. So, but half of them are extremely upset about these Epstein files that side with Marjorie Taylor Greene and et cetera, et cetera. Now, we'll get into the whole Marjorie thing in a moment. They're really upset about this. And they, unlike Megyn Kelly, they don't care if a child is 8 or if a child is 16, because a child is still a fucking child. Okay. And I am a firm believer of, if you would engage with a 16-year-old as a full-on adult, I'm not talking about, oh, he's a 17-year-old or maybe even an 18-year-old. But if you are a big-ass, grown-ass adult and you are engaging with 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds, people who not, and I'm not even going to say 15 and 16-year-olds that look like they're 10. Okay, because we know how that demographic looks at that age. They look like little boys, okay, majority of the time, just little boys with long hair. Okay, so if you are willing to engage with 14 and 15 and 16-year-olds that look like they're 10, nothing about that says that you are not willing to engage with 8-year-olds. But you know, they like to fuck around. They like to talk shit. They like to think that they're going to confuse people, but they're the ones who are stupid. Nonetheless, let's focus. So why, when half of his people are out here trying to marry children anyway, they have laws trying to get 15 and 14-year-olds able to marry these 50-year-old men, and these are the demographics of the people who voted for him, who got him into office. So like, they wouldn't care, right? We've been trying to figure out, why is Orangina fighting so hard to not let these documents be released? Because the people who voted for him are going to continue to vote for him. They don't care about anything like that. Okay. But what they do care about is homosexuality. What they do care about is, well, maybe not with the animals. Okay. They do care a lot about, the Christian nationals care so much about homosexuality, even if they themselves are undercover DL, whatever we want to call it, for that to be exposed would burn all the whole shit down. Okay, so now we figured out that it's not Bill Clinton, based on what the brother said, and that it is either a fucking horse named Bubba or a Trump donor named C. All Salisbury, who also goes by Bubba. Okay, I'm not putting it against no rich people to not wander into the barn drunk in fucking formal wear, and for one of them to think it's funny to get down and suck a horse's. I'm not. And then in that email, they're saying that Putin, yes, Putin has the recording. Now we know why. We've been saying that Putin got something on it. But again, what could it be? Because he have already been known to, do these things to women. These people don't care about women. So that doesn't matter. But if Putin got videos of a certain Orangina in a fucking tuxedo, because I know when it happened, there was a tuxedo involved. I know when it happened, motherfuckers was sitting there drinking champagne, covered in diamonds and evening gowns. I fucking know it in my soul. I know it. Okay? I know it. If Putin has video of this, we 1000% understand and know why Putin has been able to get away with everything that he has been able to get away with. And you know, if Putin got it, the people who are messing with the Palestinians got it too. I'm gonna call them by that. They got it too. And I said this to my brother the other day, and he ain't even fight me. You know, he likes to tussle verbally. You know, he likes to tussle with me. You know, because you know how siblings are. They like to tussle. They like to question, right? And I was talking about how I don't remember what we were talking about. I don't remember, but I said something along the lines of like, and it might have been this situation. It doesn't matter. Of this is why men should not run nothing. They run into earth into the pits of hell. Men worry too much about their next. You will not see women out here, period. I'm gonna just say it. Women are not out here destroying their lives for enough. Women aren't out here destroying their fucking homes, leaving wives, leaving their families, abandoning all of this shit for enough. Aren't out here committing espionage because someone offered them a lick and a click. That's just not happening. And the fact that men's bottom head outweighs their top head is their kryptonite. Is the reason why you can't trust the majority of them to go to the store without fucking up. Let alone run a country, because there is so much foolishness that anybody can be able to pull something out on them like this. I doubt how many presidents we got. We got the Mexican president. That's a woman. I doubt we'll be able to find some weird shit like this on her. The women who run nations around the world. The only one who got smoke right now, what is she the president of? She's an African president. I don't remember her name. But she out here, they saying that she out here executing competition. That's the smoke. You don't ever hear about a woman president being undone by her fucking loins. By her loins. Throwing her country away because she wanted some head. All right. So let's get into it. So let's step a couple steps back, and we're gonna bust, because we trying to get to all of this shit. Marjorie Taylor fucking Greene. Hello. Oh my God. So if you don't know, the Republican Party is in shambles. There's the left side, there's the right side, and they like this, okay? And they've been fighting. They've been fighting for a while, but especially since the unaliving of CK, it's been up, okay? Since the unaliving of CK, and when they decided that they didn't want to release the Epstein files, it's been up, and lines in the sand have been drawn, okay? You're either on that side. They're both fucked up sides. Let's be clear. They're both fucked up sides. But you're either on this side or you on that side, okay? Marjorie Taylor Greene is like, nah, you were supposed to put America first. You know, the people who are against sending money to Argentina when, you know, the beef farms here are like going bankrupt and all of that. We all know what that's about. It's about corporate greed, et cetera, et cetera. But Marjorie Taylor Greene has been out there saying, but without saying, nicely trying to say, you know, this is crazy. This is not what we're voted for. I'm here to support the people of my community. I'm here to support the Americans. Why are we sending money to Argentina? Our farmers are going bankrupt, et cetera, et cetera. We need to release these Epstein files. Marjorie is saying, I'll take the shit to the floor, to the House floor, and say it, because you can't be prosecuted if you say some shit on the House floor. You know, it's been up. So now she's been battling, with Trump indirectly, because she's been battling with him, but she hasn't been saying it. She's been acting like, the people around him, when the reality is like she's been coming for him. So his followers, who are like, fuck you because you're a woman, fuck you because he's our God, fuck you, they have been out here threatening her life, y'all. They've been out here threatening her life, and she wants us all to feel bad for her because they've been out here threatening her life, and she even received a pipe bomb threat. Okay, she's upset because she received a pipe bomb threat from the people who voted the same way she did. Okay, and after she didn't say anything about those other Congress, I believe they were Congress people, they might have been representatives who were unalived like 3 months ago, and like the Republicans were laughing about it. It's hysterical when it's other people. It's so much own the libs that they keep owning themselves. Like, I don't understand the desperation to own the libs as you flush your life and your everything down the drain. Makes absolutely no sense to me. But like I said previously in other videos, I don't think it's supposed to make sense to us. Okay. God is not allowing them. I've said this before, and I'm locked in on this belief and this thought, allowing them to see who they are and see what they are doing. They're blinded by their hatred. They're blinded by their racism. They're blinded by God. And y'all know I don't be out here talking about God and all of this. I'm hardly a Christian, child. But my personal beliefs is that they literally, rose colored glasses, them shits is black. Okay. Because they're not meant to see what they are doing, because they are meant to experience, they're meant to follow a path of self-destruction. That's how I feel. They're meant to follow a path of self-destruction. And God been trying to get them out of here for a long time. And I think it's up. And they're not meant to see their ways, because if they could see their ways for what they actually are, they would attempt to fix that. And if that's not of God's plan, then that's not of God's plan. Listen to me sounding like I know God's plan or anything like that. Listen to me like I go to church or something. But I don't think that they're meant to see it. Because if they're meant to see it, then they would be able to, or would be willing to fix it. And the goal is, I don't think the cosmic goal is for the earth. The goal of the earth is for them to fix it. I believe the goal of the earth is for them to go the way of the dodo birds. Anyway, what the fuck is this? Ooh, I don't know what just happened. I'm about to redo that again. All right, so let's pull up our first article. Okay, we're gonna pull it up from. Let's pull up CNN. Hopefully, it's not behind a paywall. It probably is. I don't know why I'm even clicking on it, but we're gonna pull it up. My internet been acting weird today. I restarted it like right before we came. I came on live, so hopefully it'll act like it got a little bit of common sense today. It is not. Hold on, let me pull up this one, see if this will work. It's really been acting stupid. And okay. All right. So I got a Newsweek article open. The Newsweek article is from today. It says Marjorie Taylor Greene sees chance of being GOP. She's trying to go out for president for 2028, y'all. Nominee nearly double. The chances of Representative MTG of Georgia being a Republican candidate for 2028 have almost doubled in the past week, according to the betting market Poly Market. after having a 2.3 chance of being chosen as a candidate on November 10th, according to the platform, this week she has overtaken potential candidates like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and Orangina Jr. I didn't realize Orangina Jr. wanted to, whatever, with a 4% chance. Why it matters. The fact that the congressman has outtaken these candidates in the market and numbers of others is particularly notable, especially as she has already shot down rumors she was running for president. Okay, so that's it. They talk about that, but I'm talking about, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this stuff up. It's acting a freaking plum fool, y'all. I'm gonna let it roll on. And while I'm letting it roll on, I'm gonna read some of these comments, see what y'all have to say. Hello, people. Hello. How is everyone doing? They said the brother said it wasn't him, and that's it. And the only other Bubba up until last night that they knew of was Ghislaine Maxwell's horse. They were saying it was either or. And then the brother came out and said it wasn't Bill Clinton. So it's the or. And now somebody came out in like the last day and was like, oh, well, maybe it was the guy who donates to Orangina. Listen, when the brother came out and said that it wasn't Bill Clinton, that's all we needed to know. Context clues, okay? Humbly, I'm sorry. Marjorie Taylor Greene says she's turning a new leaf after years of divisive comments, okay? She says on Sunday she will stop using, hold on. What the hell is this? Oh. She will stop using toxic rhetoric, marking what would be a dramatic shift in the political brand hallmarked by those sort of comments. Okay, so I guess now she doesn't want to be throwing, the Fox News lies. She wants to try to get for people to take her seriously because she probably will be going out for 2028. The comments came amid a rift with Orangina that has spilled into public view, with Orangina attacking the Georgia Republican personally. Meanwhile, Greene, has pivoted away from the Republican Party more broadly recently, criticizing the GOP on a number of fronts, including the party's handling of the government shutdown. In an exclusive interview with Dana Bash on Sunday, Greene says she's worried Trump's rhetoric towards her could lead to violence against her. Listen, when they were out here beating governors' husbands with hammers and shit, senators' husbands with hammers and shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of that senator, but what that got to do with people, random people coming and beat them with hammers and shit, and y'all was laughing. It's always a fun key when it's other people who are getting the brunts of these attacks. Listen, when people show you who they are, believe it. And they always do it to ye, not do it to thee. Fuck you. Anyway, Trump retort could lead to violence against her. The most hurtful thing, this is her speaking, Orangina said, she didn't say Orangina, which is absolutely untrue, is that he called me a traitor and that I am extremely wrong. And that is so extremely wrong, Greene said. And those are the types of words used that can radicalize people against me and put my life in danger. So it's all good when it's other people, when people are getting radicalized against others. Got it. When pressed by Bash on why she didn't speak out against Orangina using such rhetoric until it was directed at her. Good question, Bash. Orangina conceded that it was fair criticism. I would like to say humbly, I'm sorry for taking part in the toxic politics. It's very bad for our country, Greene said. it's been something I've thought about a lot, especially since CK was taken out of here. Oh, the reality of the ramifications for y'all actions. Got it, got it. Greene says she realized that she has participated in and supported heated rhetoric that has resulted in threats towards others. A point of reflection for her. I'm glad you reflected. It doesn't change the fact that I still won't judge you, girl. Because now it's you only care because it affects you. This is the epitome of who the Republicans are. You know how they be like Americans are so are so much into individualization, like we only care about ourselves, et cetera, et cetera. That is really a Republican thing. Like, what can I get out of it? How much can I get? What can I get about it? That's a Republican thing. That's a people thing. Because other culture, I'm not even going to talk about us, but the Asians don't act like that. Nobody acts like that but them. You know, thinking, throwing things out there and being surprised when somebody throw that shit back at you, feeling fucking like, it's the end of the world to receive what you put out there is just baffling to me. But again, like I said previously, I don't think they're meant to see it. I swear to you, I really don't think they're meant to see this shit. They're meant to it's just to go through it and to let the outcomes be the outcomes. She said, I'm only responsible for myself and my own words and actions. And I've been working on this a lot lately to put down the knives in politics, Greene said. I really want to just see people be kind to one another. That's not a Republican thing, but you go with it. Greene pivot represents a sharp departure from her typical conservative firebrand persona. She has previously spread offensive rhetoric about the Holocaust, lobbied personal insults during congressional proceedings, and fought with fellow Republicans to the point her own caucus has pushed for her for repercussions for her acting out. Greene repeatedly indicated support for Facebook posts following for executing prominent Democratic politicians in 2018 and 2019. So she was out here in 2018 and 2019 trying to get Democrats to be executed. And now she has a change of mind when she's the one that people want to execute. Look at that. Before she was elected to Congress, after CNN reached out to Greene at the time, her personal Twitter account posted a statement that did not deny that she liked posts and replied to comments, but claimed that many people have run her Facebook page. We don't believe you. You need new people. The report resulted in her being removed from the House committee assignments until 2023. Also in 21, Greene compared then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's decision to continue to require House lawmakers to wear masks on a chamber floor to step the Nazis took control the Jewish population. What the fuck? Floor to steps the Nazis took to control the Jewish population during the Holocaust. It's so baffling, but it's not really baffling because, like I said, they're not meant to see it. That like they are the Nazis, and comparing other people to Nazis is fucking insanity. It's insanity. They're out here with Nazi tattoos. They're literally out here wearing Nazi tattoos. They're literally out here doing Nazi salutes with Nazi tattoos and praying to Hitler and his fanboy Orangina. But for some reason, I don't even like Pelosi. Pelosi and the Democrats are Nazis. Yeah, sure, you're right. Okay, we know she's fucking crazy. Okay. So, hold on, let me refresh this part. So, like I said previously, today, y'all fine President Orangina has asked the Republicans to come out with to vote to release the files, okay? After what, 4 months, at 4 months time of after 4 months time of editing. We heard about a month ago that they had about a hundred. Was it 100? It might have been 100, might have been 1,000. I'm missing a zero, or I might have added a zero. Regardless of whatever, they needed 100 or 1,000 federal officers to go through the Epstein files and retract information, aka block the shit out, because it's so much. So we already know when they drop these files, I 100% believe they're not going to be accurate. Okay, he only wants them to be dropped now because his people are fighting, they're scrambling, and now he's being accused, or we all know now that he gave the Gawk 3000 to a horse, and if not a horse, it is a less chance that it is some other Trump donor named Bubba. But either way, it wasn't a woman, and the Republicans don't like none of that. Okay. So he urged the Republicans to release the files on tomorrow during tomorrow's vote. Okay. A dramatic change after a weekend of everybody accusing him of going down on a horse in a tuxedo. Okay. In a fucking tuxedo. Because, like I told you, I believe 1000% it's in a tuxedo. Okay. So between him trying to get over on people and not let the world know that he either is into bestiality or he does some, some strange things with some men or horses or whatever when he's intoxicated and with his rich friends, he's decided that, we're going to let the redacted files out. Okay. I don't believe nothing them should say. I'm more believing of them emails that came out because they didn't come out from the government had no control of those emails. Okay. They weren't able to edit them before release, because if they were, we would never know about Bubba. All right. So getting back to Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's out here not playing. So y'all know how they have America first. I mean, make America great again, right? The other side, they got a blue hat now, and it's just called America First. Child, they are battling with each other. They are battling with each other. And like I said, just sit back and let them do it. Just sit back and let them do it, because they gonna take each other out. They've been taking each other out. They keep trying to blame it on Democrats. They blame it on, but they are unhinged and they are out here battling each other. And since we aren't in the fight, they turning on each other, child, and it is great to see. So this article, where's NPR? MTG, once one of Orangina's strongest supporters in Congress, called his foreign policy not America first position and said his recent attack against her can put my life in danger. They've been throwing barbs the last couple of days over the future of Make America Great Again movement, raising new questions about the president's firm grip on the Republican Party. On Friday, Orangina withdrew his endorsement for Marjorie and called her wacky, and claimed Greene's recent criticism of him was all about his refusal to support her future political ambitions. I don't believe that either. On Saturday, Orangina called her a traitor in social media posts. Child. She gonna wake up to a hammer at her head. Okay, you know these people love them some hammers, child. He called her a traitor in a social media post. We spoke about that. She said he called me a traitor, and that is extremely wrong, Greene said during the interview. All of them are traitors to the whole fucking country, to the world, but to the country. Like this is global treason. Like Steve Bannon said like 2 weeks ago, like they have to win. They got to do whatever they got to do to win. Why? Because the minute that they don't win, it's going to be like when they are out here rounding up the ex-Nazis. Remember, they would be bringing in the ex-Nazis, and they be like 80, 90 years old, you know, and they walking with handcuffs and shit. This is what's about to happen to these people, okay? And they know it, and they're panicking. And I love that for them. I really do. I really do. Mm-hmm. You are accountable for your behavior in this world, okay? You are always accountable for what you do, whether you realize it or not. And the reality is that these people, especially the ones in America, these people, the ones here especially, don't know how to be accountable for any fucking thing. The culture of white supremacy, the culture of America, period. Them not even paying attention in school, but mad they can't get into college, shit like that. The unaccountability, the mediocrity of them will not allow them to be able to see, right? Be able to fully comprehend and understand. But it's crazy because, you know, I guess like I keep saying, I don't think they're meant to. The emails are distributed because they real in the fact prove this could be real. I'm reading real quick to see if I can, because I'm trying to get to Eyes Wide Shut, kind of political financial interest, marriage, cynicism. So just like myself. Okay, focus, get to the point. They used a crate. I'm not even going to show it. Leave aside for a moment. His involvement, his name appears. So his name appears 1,600 times in the 10,000 emails. Okay, that's more than 10%. Okay, so his name appears about, if there are 10,000 emails, his name appears about 15% of the time. That's like 15%, right? Am I bugging? It's like 15%. If his name appears 1,600 times and there's 10,000 emails, his name or Gina's name appears in the emails at least 15%. Yikes. Emails, power range across the landscape, political trips. So they talk about political trips, business, media, tech, academia, society, from former Harvard president. We already know. Used as Treasury Secretary, House Democratic Counsel Kathy Ramel, from MAGA Dark Knight Steve Bannon to prime ministers across Northern Europe and the Gulf oil dignitaries. We know these. We know how the billion dollar Arabs give it up. We hear what they doing in Dubai with these little girls who be running out there trying to get pooped on for some money. We know what be going on out there. We already know that Prince Andrew, he lost his fucking title. How the fuck a European prince, not even just a European prince, a prince of England, bitch. The prince of fucking England lost his goddamn title recently. Okay, listen. It's all of them. It's anybody that got any power in this world. That's why I say before, I've said it before, I've said it in this video, and I'll say it again. Men should not be in control of shit. They should not be in control of this shit, especially white men. They should not be in control of shit. Men allow their penises to control their actions, especially when poor men allow their penises to control their actions. Imagine being a billionaire and you just come from a long line of people who've been able to get away with probably fucking murder. The lack of accountability, you don't know what that shit is. You don't know what that is. It's like when Orangina was talking about grocery shopping. Oh, that's a new word, groceries. He don't even know what that is. He's never been in a store. He's never been behind the wheel of a car, the steering wheel. But you think these people like that understand empathy, understand what groceries look like and what they cost? Hello. Understand empathy, understand decency. Those are things you kind of got to learn. So they're talking about Europeans, the Arabs, it's the everybody. Newest health guru, Deepak Chakra's involved in the emails, and a New York PR fixer, Peggy Siegel. She probably was trying to cover up some shit for her clients. That's women. When I hear the women's names, this is my mind go with you had to cover shit up for your male client. That's where it goes. Because this is one woman. Where's the other woman? The other woman that was mentioned in these emails. Oh no. The woman mentioned here, they're saying that her secretary, who's a man, is in a file. They just must say that he was her secretary. Okay. So this other one is a PR fixer. And for them to say a PR fixer, they could have just said she, a public relation, whatever, but PR fixer means she's in there because one of her clients is in there and she had to do her sweeping this shit under the rug. New York Times journalist Landon Thomas Jr., Michael Wolff, a Harvard literary professor and poet Elisa Liu, another woman. And Epstein gave her $500,000 for her TV project. Child, I need some donations for a TV project. In an email, she recommended he read Lolita, a man whose real life is stained forever by his impression of a young girl. Oh. No, I'm not making. Oh, it even says in the thing. It says, okay, I'm gonna read this paragraph. It says in an email, the Elisa Liu lady, she recommended he read Lolita, a man whose whole life is stained forever by his impression of a young girl. And then it has in quotation marks, no, I am not making this up. And yes, just a guess, Epstein was probably already familiar with the novel. Oh my God. So they also have real life texting from a U.S. Virgin Island congresswoman. Okay, so she's in the Caribbean. Wasn't Epstein Island down there in the Caribbean somewhere? Mm-hmm. So she was speaking and she was texting him back and forth when she was trying to get public testimony from Michael Cohen. If you don't know, Michael Cohen used to be Orangina's lawyer. He's on Midas Touch a lot. I think he works with them. He told her great outfit. Oh my God, this shit is just scandalous. Scandalous. Had already pleaded guilty. All the time these emails were being exchanged, Epstein already pleaded guilty to procuring a young girl for prostitution and was sentenced to 18 months all the time. Because again, Epstein was doing so much with so many people of power, even though he just got caught up and he's like, oh, I got found out, I only got 18 months, yada yada. We still doing this shit. Is crazy but expected. In March, Sumner whined to Epstein that a woman had blown off a weekend plan and complained about being the friend without benefits. Epstein replied with his best dating advice. She said, "She's smart, making you pay for past errors. You reacted well. Annoyed shows caring. No whining. No whining shows strength." Wow, this motherfucker was. This shit is crazy. Just a few months after exchange, Epstein was arrested. By the time the feds, the time turned up evidence of trafficking and hundreds of perhaps thousands of photos of nude women, partially or fully nude women. According to indictment, in a locker safe, there were CDs, y'all. Y'all know how far you got to go back for CDs? It's like a floppy disk out this point. You know what a floppy disk is? I hope you do. If you don't know what a floppy disk is, I don't know if I can help you. But anyway, so on the labels was named Young name plus name, miscellaneous nude 1, and girls pics nude. What? So it'll say Young, the girl name, plus whoever name she was with. That's how they labeled it. Then it'll say miscellaneous nude 1, girl pic nude. Wow. So many people try to turn this up into him. Wow. My goodness. My goodness gracious. Who is sending me? Y'all, this is just bananas. Okay. Let's jump into these comments though. How's everyone doing today? I hope y'all are having a great day. I know I am. My birthday next week. 45 ain't never been so fine, y'all. Hallelujah. Shut up. All right. Let's continue. Let's go. People have always said that Epstein was I'm about to say a KGB agent, but that's Russia. He might have been working. He might have been, but he worked with Israeli intelligence to gather all this information. So it's not just allegedly, it's not just APAC and the checks from APAC. They got a lot of people in a position, aka making the positions they're making. It's not just APAC. It's that a lot of these men in these positions have things on them, because a lot of the Epsteins of the world know that they can put that a lot of these men could say a lot of shit, but you put a 15-year-old in his face and be like, yeah, nobody gonna know. We're rich. Nobody gonna know. That majority of them would do it. And he recorded it. Kind of like what they said Puff P. Diddy did. But again, on a larger scale. And with people like fucking princes of fucking England. And oil tycoons of of Persia. Let's just say Persia. And government officials everywhere. So, yeah. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. If you like my merchandise, don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope ass pieces of merch. You can also check the shopping link down below. I know some of y'all clicked on my link. Some of y'all clicking on my link. Shout out to y'all, where y'all can find where I got my cute ass hat. my makeup, etc., etc. Check my shop, my chair that I love, that I live for. Okay. Okay. Check the shopping link down below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Now let's jump into these comments. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody, just so happen to want to pop up. Yeah. Misspell all trigger words, please and thank you, y'all. Am I? Girl, I, I I'm playing, but thank you. Thank you. Check the shopping links down below. I am going to make, if you see, I have a box here. I'm going to make another video when we get off of here, but I'm not dropping that until Saturday. So be prepared. I'm going to show y'all some really cute shit. Okay. Be prepared. I'm going to show y'all some really cute shit. Okay. All right. And don't forget to follow and click all on the notification tab when they ask you. You want to be able to get all the notifications for all my videos, regardless of if my videos are about politics, celebrity news, some shopping things that I purchased, except whatever is clever. Just make sure to click off in the notification setting. Thank y'all. She said they got things on him. I got a fucking fly in the house. Why is it a fly in the house in fucking November? Please share the live. Please share the live. Girl, I was rambling. But thank you. Yes. And if Israel is behind, which a lot of people are saying, a lot of people have said this, if they are, I didn't want to say their name, but if those people are who Epstein was working for, follow me, y'all. Follow me. I don't want to get demonetized. Follow me, y'all. Donate to the channel, y'all. More donations, more I can say what the fuck I want to say. If those people hired Epstein and people like him, right? Because prostitution is the oldest, what they say is the oldest career in the world, right? Because for whatever reason, I'm not a man. I ain't here to tell you the whys. I don't know what the fuck goes on in their brains. Okay, I got a lot of brothers, but I don't know that. I could never tell you what goes on in their brain when it comes to that. When they understand that men will throw their lives, their wives, their children away for some cat. They will throw their children away. They will bounce. They will disappear. They would allow horrible things to happen to their children, to their mother, they don't give a fuck as long as they can get their D wet. There's too many of them like that, especially the ones who have power to be able to even get to that position. You got to be a little, they would throw their lives away. They would throw their wives away. They would throw their children, their parents away. Okay. For a little a little some wet. Throw it all away. And everyone knows that. And the first thing you got to do, and the only thing you really got to do, is prance some little girl in front of him. And they've probably been doing it for fucking generations. Epstein just got caught, but there was people before Epstein, and there's people who's probably out here doing the same foolishness now. That's why trafficking is such a big deal. There's different levels to trafficking. We know but there's also put people in cargo ships and on fucking in containers and on planes and private jets, and this shit is real. Women come up missing more than we are willing to acknowledge. just disappear and people don't talk about it. And people aren't disappearing and going to move to Chicago or whatever the fuck. They're literally disappearing forever. We have a caller. Hi, Stephen.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I mean, yeah, but I mean, by the Trump, though, and you know he hiding Epstein's file, and then either much, though, and Republicans is turning their back on him, and then with either much with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not for her. I don't like Marjorie Taylor Greene, so I don't care if she lose her seat next year in 26 in
Mm-hmm.
Georgia. So she need to go anyway. So she's a fraud. So either much with Trump, he just continues to lie about the Epstein file because he is hiding the Epstein. Dude, the Epstein files is not going away anytime soon.
Nope.
And then for real, and this fool here, he either much wanna cut these people healthcare insurance and people premium going up, people electricity going up, skyrocketing, people food is going up, gas is either much going up, and then people is going to end up losing food assistance, and farmers are already not either much getting paid. Dude, Trump don't give a fuck about it if people family either much going hungry, and he
Nope.
don't give a fuck about people don't have no snacks SNAP benefits. He really don't give a damn. And
Mm-hmm.
you see, this man is unhinged, unstable, don't have no morals, no values, no backbone, no integrity, and no principles.
Yep.
Because all he the much care is about cutting tax um for the trill for his billionaire rich donors. That's all he cares about. And Chuck Schumer is a sellout. He need to go because you already know he was never a leader for the Democratic Party
No.
because and you know the AOC talked about replacing him in 2028.
I would
So
vote for her.
yeah, because and that's
If I go to that ballot, cause y'all know I'm here in New York. If I go to that ballot, that primary, and it's her, cause we have to rank it in New York City. Schumer's gonna be 5. Schumer's getting 5. He's if I even rank him at all, I would vote for AOC. I don't, anything needs somebody needs to do something.
and dude, Tim Kaine is a sellout too. He was dude. He's a sellout. John Fetterman. He's not a real Democrat. He needs to go because he is a Republican. He's a 2.0 Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema. He either much need to be primary and board out office, and so is Jackie Kennedy from Las Vegas, the senator, and so is Tim Kaine from West Virginia. Because
Yeah.
I don't know why Hillary Clinton picked him as a vice president, and you know he was not the right choice for the VP list, and he's the one need to go too. And the Democrats they trying to protect people health care. That's what they
Mhm.
trying to protect. And the government been shut down for 41 days. And you talk about they won't reopen back up January 30th. Man, get the fuck out of here. Because Mike Johnson is a maggot mouse puppet. That's what Mike Johnson is.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. All right. Well, Stephen, I appreciate you coming up and talking to us.
See you.
All right. Bye. I'm here going through some of these comments. That's what I was doing. I'm looking some of the MAGA nuts in the comment, and they crashing out. They crashing out. They crashing the fuck out in the comments. I don't know why. Because I don't even know why they're here. But they crashing out. They cutting up. They turning up. They upset. They upset. Ah, shit alive. He's the president. He can just approve the release. Yeah, he don't want to because it probably talks about him and a horse or a lot of other things. Listen, he literally took us out of NATO, a bunch of things, out here trying to give Putin the. Now I get it now. Woo! I get it now. Oh shit. Cause we've always been like, he wanna be like Putin. He can't be like Putin because Putin is about that life for real. Orangina is just a prep school kid who is a failure. Listen, we're New Yorkers. New Yorkers know he's a fucking failure. Okay? We tried to tell y'all, but whatever. He like him. Like when he be like, I like Putin, da da da. He like him. He likes to get, the strong men. You know how they like to say to some women, they love the alpha energy. Bill Clinton gives alpha energy. Bill Clinton give, if it is Bill Clinton, that's why people thought it was, give, I'm a big dick savage energy. Putin gives energy. That's why he pulled out a red carpet. That's why all of this shit is happening, because he wants to. But I think he liked Putin more than just he likes him as a person. He likes him as a dick. He likes how how he's a dictator of his country, etc., etc. It took a whole new. We over here now. Oh, we got a donation. Cha-chang. Hold on. Y'all already know what we about to do. If you've been here long enough. Cha-chang, chang. Chang's the rules. Chang's the rules. Cha-chang, chang. Thank you so much, DC, for your donations. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. Y'all already know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the information is going down below if you would like to send a donation. Y'all know my birthday next week, and 45 ain't never looked this good. You know that. I know that. We know that. And allow your emotions. Women don't. The most emotional creatures are the men. Everything. It be like, it be like, y'all glue though. Y'all be trying to emotional. Women run most of the homes, even when they have husbands and all of this. We run everything emotional. The problem is that human beings have emotions, period. Women learn to manage their emotions from like junior high school. That's why y'all think we're so mature. No, we just know how to handle our emotions. Y'all crash out here committing unalivings, out here taking women out because I don't want to be with you no more. Women get broken up with, very, very few times do you see them out here trying to take people's lives away. Not being able to deal with their emotions. Men have emotions because they're men. I have 5 brothers. I know they have emotions. The problem is with a lot of men is that society has not taught y'all or allowed you to be able to know how to manage them. Okay, so everyone has emotions. See, the fact that I was just making a comment a little while ago that literally men will destroy their homes for some head, for a little pussy. Everything that is stable in their lives for a little pussy tells me that y'all don't know how to deal with emotions. You don't know how to manage anything. Just because you say it, don't make it true. Um, okay, girl. All right, we running this down so we can get up out of here. What problem? Who said we have problems in the black community? Hello, we are not the problems. We good. We over here minding our business, and somehow y'all ended up in my chat. Y'all the ones with the problems. Y'all the ones out here unaliving y'all leaders and shit. That's not us. We minding our business over here. Come on, 45. Like, what are we talking about? Um, okay. People are weird. If you don't, you know what I don't do? I'm gonna be honest. And this is a man thing. I don't go and be in any of y'all chats. Why y'all be in our chats? Go follow. I don't know who are the right wing potters. I know the ones who are big, but they probably got a lot of them. Go watch. Somebody got to be streaming at noon. Somebody who think the way you think got to be streaming at noon. So you should go over there and watch them. Don't waste your time. There's only but so many hours in the day. Why are you over here getting upset and angry? You want to own the lib? Did I tell did I tell y'all what I'm about to do? I'm gonna tell y'all in the if you're a member, I'll drop a video. I'm gonna drop a video later this week in the membership. I'm about to tell y'all some shit. Okay. Girl, I'm from Crown Heights. I've always noticed them. I'm from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. They my neighbors. If people really knew, um, peace and passive to hold each other. Snowden said they got pieces and parts of incriminating evidence to hold each other silent. I believe that 100%, and that's why I don't think men should run anything, because they do things, that whole buddy, perversion thing, and the fact that they make excuses for fuck shit, even with their friends, and like, even if a lot of them, even if they were trying to be, how they say, birds of a feather flock together. You could be coming into whatever Congress, CEO of company, whatever the fuck, and you, even if you aren't a fucking sociopath, right? Whatever. But like, being around them, and man code is to, act like you ain't got no emotions. So even if you see fuck shit that would actually disturb you, right? Let's say, man code is you don't speak on it. Even if you see somebody doing something to an animal or child, even a fucking infant, man code, a lot of them is just they don't speak on it. It's not manly to, or whatever the fuck. That is the detriment of the world. I'm not even say the country, because it's bigger than the country, of course. Just the detriment of the fucking world. Everything that is, I'm not going to say everything, 95% of the things that are horrid and disgusting in this world can be traced back to somebody wanting a nut. I said what I said. Things that are being allowed, laws that are being made to do some fuck shit, people stealing diamonds, people, whatever the fuck, trace back to the fact of a nigga wanting head. As a man wanting head. For the people in the back who, But we're emotional people. I don't know too many women that have flushed their lives down the line over random head from a Taco Bell employee. Just period. I don't know too many women who would even be in a situation like that. Or if to see a situation that, like I said, you know, some motherfucker doing some weird shit with an animal or child that would not, you know, that's the you know, y'all too emotional part that would not react weirdly and would not, because y'all think not be, you know, not being emotional is just sitting there drinking your drink and enjoying your time while a chick is getting raped sitting right next to you. You know, like I don't really see that happening with women. And that's why when you have parts in times in history when things are great and civilizations were at their best, they were normally, and you know, even if you look at civilizations now that are like really achieving and are like really, you know, they're matriarchal because, like I've said before and I'll say again, women won't flush their lives down, their community down, their homes down, what's best for their neighbors down the drain for a nut. Got it? Cool. All right, let's finish up these comments and get up out of here. Um Diddy's in jail. Somebody said we're setting them back. I think your face is setting us back. The distraction bureau, but it's whatever. Um Somebody got banned. He was right. Not even. Not yeah. It's the culture of them. Period. They don't give a fuck if their neighbors have snacks. Like they really out here. Like, and I've said this before. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Do you know what was happening during the Great Depression? Yeah, we know. We learned it in school. Do you know what was happening with us during the Great Depression? During the Great Depression was also the time of the Harlem Renaissance. Okay, y'all were out there starving, you know, losing children, 10 born, only 8 survived. We were out here having 10 children and 8 and my bad. Y'all were out here having 10 children, only 2 survived. We were out here having 10 children, all 8 survived. Okay? Like we're out here, these things, we're out here, they're out here taking food stamps out of their own mouths, out of their neighbors' mouths, while people in other communities, and I'm not just even saying just our community, the Hispanics, the Asians, the whatever, they're out here trying to take care of their neighbors and their families and those people who might not have had it, who might be on food stamps, who might be on whatever. They're out here trying to help them while y'all are out here trying to actively hurt us, but also but hurting yourselves even more and not giving a fuck. Y'all are out here, and we know it's true. Your neighbor couldn't come to borrow a cup of rice from you. Like borrow a cup of rice, knowing that they got 3 kids. I be reading, and I love my historical shit. Y'all know how I am. But just like the realization of some of the things that I've read over the years and like continue to read now, like even when like you read Reddit stories, right? Yeah, all Reddit stories aren't true. Most of them are just stories or whatever. But even in the just stories or whatever, the things that be happening in the Reddit stories, y'all will send y'all daughters back to her abuser. Y'all would watch it. Y'all will turn around and go to sleep while you hear your teenagers crying because daddy's in their room. That's Not to say that that don't happen in other cultures, but it ain't happening like that. It ain't it ain't happening right up underneath our nose like that. We're not out here. Like I read a lot of, old stories, et cetera, et cetera. Like let's say a lady, her husband died on the cattle, is his ranch. His, she don't, especially back then, she don't have no what's the word? Claim to it. So like let's his brother or something take over. They will put her and the kids out in a snowstorm in fucking Wichita. I just made up a place, but you know what I mean. For them to, not us, girl, we could have a cup of rice and we still gonna let your ass stay. And even if you getting on our nerves and we like, okay, you gotta find somewhere to go, we gonna let the kids stay. So, but like I said previously, early in this video, in the middle of the video, it's not meant for y'all to see. It's not, for whatever reason. God don't want you to see. Society doesn't want you to see. That's why you can't see that you're mediocre at best. You just can't see. It's not meant for you to. She said she called it years ago. Ooh! That has so many meanings right now. No, I'm not. I'm born here. I have Nigerian in me, historically, et cetera, like most of us. But no, I'm here. Yeah. Crash out. And that's all the races. All of them. Y'all emotions will cause people to lose their lives. Women emotions will be upset for a little bit and we'll get over it because we know how to work through things. We've been taught that since we were children. So to say women are so emotional, they are upset, child. We about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all for being here, though. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate y'all too. Enjoy yourselves. So we're gonna get up out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna record this video for this weekend. I'm gonna post it on Saturday. Y'all gonna act like I recorded it that day because I'm gonna act like it's Saturday, okay? Don't forget to click the links down below if you like any of my merch. Don't forget to click the shopping link, okay? Get you my hat, get you a lot of my different items that I use. Don't forget to also go over to my website, jovibeauty.com, and put you in an order. Everyone is getting a free gift with all orders. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live it.